Yo, bro, it's Destructo coming at you guys raw. And by that cool title up there, and this wicked awesome annotation, boop, right here, you see, this is a VR support, but it's a happy birthday video, as my friend, Brother Mark, also known as EV Crawfish, likes to say. It's a birthday anniversary for my friend, Brother George, over at GI Customs. He's like, yo, Destructo, yeah, bro? What's up, George? He's like, hey, no fantasy knives, nothing like that, but I'd love to see, a dimensional, thing. So within the specs and the realms of seriousness, well, I went deep into the knife design catalog. I had to change a few things up because of your abilities. It's more so. This is more elaborate than my original design. So I redrew it a little bit. I'm sorry about the lines on the paper, and it's not to actual size, but I got this to help us out. Hey, another tool that was left out in the rain, bro. What we got here is my design. Let's get it in the shade here. What you got? It's a double edge. If this is going to be a problem for you in any way, you can make this, flat. You know what I'm saying? If you have a problem making logistics, legality or whatever, you would have it just flat, not an edge, bro. But I might change it up a little more and just have it like a swedge. But the way this knife is designed is a double edge. This is going, if you have the ability to mill, so it'll be a very thin milling, like a blood groove is what it's called, and across here will be a thin blood groove. So it's a cross. Here is a it looks like a finger choll, but what this is going to be a very large just one of the, I forget the name of it right now, but it's serration. It's going to be a very large, like, single serration. It's going to have, you can either go flat grind, hollow grind, convex would be awesome, but whatever you choose for this, for this, you would do that. And this is going to be, basically a chisel grind on this serration. It's a single serration. I don't know. It's like a very abrupt, curve. You know what I mean? But that's that. This is going to be the whole thickness of the blade in this area, and you can. Depending on which grind you go with, if it's going to be obviously if you do a Scandi grind, the thing's going to be pretty much all grind. You know what I mean? So it's going to be whatever you choose that you want to do. Now let's get into this. I think this is called a hilt, right? No, a guard. Excuse me. It's going to be on an angle so that when your finger's in there, it locks in. You can still come in over the top and grab in like that, but it's going to lock into place when you get the meat of your finger in, because you'll have this one back here, a sub choll, finger choll. This should be like a bead blast, or if you have a brass, just not super high polish. seeing how you said I have to go with a relatively reasonable, I'll stay away from bone or, you know, I wanted like, you know, I don't know, a unicorn horn, something like that. So I guess micarta would be great, but this should be very aggressive, you know, very sticky in the hand, very sharp. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to see through holes, or you could do brass pins, either or, whatever's good for you. But I would like to see the flash hole that I invented in there, you know what I mean? We'll get the specs, you know, and go through that if you want. But that flash hole I invented in here. We'll start on the bottom half. I would like to see heavy jimping protruded through wherever the steel of the blade goes. Heavy jimping. Very aggressive, very rough, very grippy. Heavy jimping throughout, except this part here, you know, on the flats there, or this part here. You know, just your finger should be able to slide, you know, in, but once it's here, it should be very aggressively grippy. Also, jimping throughout, and jimping throughout. On the spine, I'd like to see some of that elaborate scroll work that you do, or artistic scroll, or however you want to talk about. I'd like to see some, you know, make it look pretty. I think that the bottom half of the knife should be all work, and this should be all beauty. Alright? Now, about the handle, it's not going to be, you know, flat. It's not going to be that. It's going to have, this is going to be the spine where the scroll work would be, right here. I want the handle to have like that hourglass shape, like this, so it fills up a bigger hand like mine. Now for the specs, it's going to be almost perfect, you know what I mean? This isn't to size, obviously, but what's going to be is going to be a right down center line. It's going to be 5 inches handle and 5.5 inch blade. Depending on how you, but center line should be, if it's, you know what I mean, if it's 10.5 inches of steel and you need to give yourself a little bit, half blade, half handle, right down the middle. For now, bro, here's my design. Hope you like it. If you need me, if I do win or something like that, and you need me to fax you the thing, I can do that, or, bro, we can go from there. For now, happy birthday, George. You deserve an absolutely phenomenal day, bro. Out. Arr.